Greetings everyone, and welcome to part 20 of Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. And you know what folks, I just got my hands on a summon, and it's time I use them. So let's do this. I summon you, Simba! It's the circle of life. You know, it's kind of weird how Simba emerges, you know? It's almost kind of like, his father Mustafa in the movie, you know? How he emerged from the clouds, all kind of spooky-like, and then become a fully formed lion for a moment. And it's like, yeah. So, yeah, this is the Simba summon right here. You need to charge up by pressing triangle or holding triangle. And then Simba will release this big old roar, which will destroy all enemies in the vicinity. Well, do massive damage to all enemies in the vicinity. So, yeah. And it's much easier in this version because, again, you have the triangle reaction command, and it's really a godsend in this game, I have to admit. So, yeah. Now, what I'll try and do, folks, is I will try and show off every summon in this game at least once, okay? So, yeah. And what's this? Sid no longer works at the accessory shop? So where is that old coot, you may ask? Well, believe it or not, once we, on our way to the second district, well, not that way. Excuse me, big guy, sorry. And go up these stairs, and there he is, just hanging out at this corner, just minding his own business. We'll talk to him later in this video. Alright. So let's head onward to the Gizmo Shop, and from there to the Bell Tower, because we need to solve the mystery of Traverse Town's bell. Moving, rolling on the ground. Sorry, folks, I'm going to do this a lot, because again, the music is good, and once again, I have to reiterate that the trumpets it can be a little blaring. I don't know if you can hear the blaring trumpets over my voice, but maybe it's kind of a good thing you're not or something. I mean, if you want to hear it without my voice, you can look it up online. It's easy. It's called Hand in Hand, I believe. So, yeah. So here we are, folks, in the Gizmo Shop itself, and we're going to be doing a little bit of a marathon, taking out all these Heartless right here because, well, there's something I want to get right here, you see. Alright, come on, you little big old tup. And, oh, come on. That is the Green Requiem at work, healing the good old fat body. And he's still in Berserk mode. Whoop-de-freaking do. Although at this point, I shouldn't worry too much because I leveled up to level 25 earlier. So I should be... Ow! Alright. Killing these air soldiers. Kill the Heartless Keyblade guy. Kill them, whack them with this ginormous key now. Sorry, folks, I'm trying to make up lyrics and all that stuff because we've probably seen all this before, but oh, come on, I gotta show it off at least once if you're curious, you see, because, yeah. Come on. I think that's all of them. Okay, I think we're in the clear, so, yeah. Anyway, folks, remember back in the 3rd district when I had to zap that one exposed wire? Well, turns out it actually goes to the Gizmo Shop, and it's powering the Gizmo Shop right now. Magic. We're going to assume that, because it is magic. Anyway, by having the Gizmo Shop active, what we're going to do now is go to, well, these 3 buttons that are on this upper area, and these platforms that we are getting onwards, well, they're going to be elevated enough so that we can actually get on to these ledges so that we can press these buttons. So yeah. Now by pressing all 3 buttons, we go to this clock right here, watch it turn until anytime now, anytime, and well, oh look, it got stuck. So yeah, when the clock gets stuck, we can get 2 postcards. That's right, folks. 2 postcards. Oh. Anyway, this going through here, well, we have to go through here in order to get to the top, but getting the postcards is actually, I think it's pretty optional, you see. So, yeah. Anyway, let's climb the ladder. And more magical heartless. Whoop-de-doo. Here we go. Now, there's this one time I actually came up here without doing that whole give the book to Merlin and then meeting Riku and all that sort of thing, and turns out that you cannot go on because see these big old crates right here? They're actually blocking the red Trinity mark that we need to actually go through, you see. And yeah, it's like the game, it's like, you know, hey, you have to do this before you can do that. So yeah. Anyway, let's use this red Trinity after I get some money. And let's do this. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Alright. There's the bell right here. Now let's see what happens when we pull it. 1. Oh, and it turns that thing. That's interesting. Let's do it again, shall we? Let's see what it does next. And the second time. Alright, let's do it one more time. Why not? It should bring us something interesting, right? Right? And let's see here. Third time is... Hello? Something's happening. Well, what do you know? It's Traverse Town's keyhole. I think we all know what's going to happen next. I mean, I have the giant keyblade. We've done this twice already, so let's do this, shall we? Let's go straight downward to seal it. Though I prepare myself ahead of time, you know, I would get stocked up on healing items and magical items, you know, yeah, because, folks, let's just say that thing is not going to be unguarded for long, you see. Alright. Oh, you again. Oh, goody. Once again, we get to beat up on guard armor. But this should be no problem. I'm much stronger than what I was when I first fought this thing. So it should go down, no problem. And yeah, that was easy. You know, that was too easy, don't you think? Yeah. Yeah, something's going on. Because, well, looks like guard armor has a new trick or two. Alright. Guard armor is beginning its transformation into the much, quote-unquote, stronger opposite armor. And the music has changed to, well, Destiny's Force. I remember this piece, so that means things are getting serious. So yeah, opposite armor here will float in the air and try to, well, essentially attack our heroes with its multitude of limbs. But all in all, it's pretty much a similar fight to guard armor. So just be on your guard. I mean, all the pieces float. And the thing is, though, because this is a more aerial boss than a guard armor. If you go to an upper area, the opposite armor will continue to hover above our heroes. So yeah. Again, destroying the limbs will release some health if you need help. And just keep whacking until you defeat this thing. So, yeah. And when you destroy all of its limbs eventually, well, the opposite armor will have this one attack that can be real annoying if you are, well, pretty low on your health and all that stuff. Come on. There you go. Alright. The opposite armor will now use the torso as a cannon and will shoot giant energy balls at our hero. So just roll out of the way, you should be fine. But, ow! This thing is almost dead. Just one more hit. Ow! There we go. Now, you may have noticed that the emblem symbol is right side up both encounters. Now, if one were to look at the model closely, the emblem, there is one emblem that is always right side up, and another that's always upside down. So yeah, that's kind of it's like the programmers were either lazy or Guard Armor knew it has this transformation at hand and can use it anytime they want. Anyway, folks, by beating Opposite Armor, we get we get the chance to seal the keyhole for one, and two, we get a new magic spell, Arrow, essentially a shield of wind. Which can be useful. I mean, you need some extra protection every now and then, again, especially when you get swarmed by Heartless, so, yeah. And ladies and gentlemen, that's that. We have saved Traverse Town from being devoured by, well, the Heartless. Oh, and we get another Navi G piece, so... Alright, let's take it to Sid, shall we? Because, well... What else can we do at this point? Usually the Heartless will not respawn when we seal a keyhole. Well, we have to leave a world and then come back, but we won't be coming back here for a little while, so let's do a little quick wrap up before we get going, shall we? Alright, Sid. Let's see if you can analyze this piece right here. It took me a little while, so yeah. Blah, 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 blah. And we get to see Sid's real job. He's actually an expert in gummy blocks. And he's in the gummy ship business. You know, he can sell you some parts. He can help you customize your ship. And, in fact, I'm going to show off how you can customize your, ship. Because you can. I mean, if you don't like the basic look, you can always take the pieces that you've earned either by treasure chest or by killing fellow enemy Heartless or all sorts of things, because yeah. So here we are. I'm just going to show it off because, to be honest, I don't really customize my gummy ship throughout this playthrough. I'm just going to keep it the basic design, and you kind of want the tutorial because if you don't, it's going to be a bit confusing knowing what to do, unless you played this game before. Now, you get a bunch of blueprints, assembling what kind of gummy ship model you want, and oh, look at that! Mega Man! Yes, folks, remember that raft name I suggested earlier? Well, it's actually the name of the basic gummy ship ship. And yes, folks, I'm done with the gummy ship show-off. Again, I don't really care about the gummy ship. It's a means to an end to get from point A to point B, and thankfully it gets better in Kingdom Hearts 2. I hope 2.5 does a better job with the gummy ship thing as well, because Alright, so let's go on down here. And you know what, folks? Before I enter the accessory shop, I have 2 postcards to mail. So what am I going to get? Number 6, I get an elixir. Nice. And number 7, Mega Elixir. An elixir, of course, can heal both your health and your MP points. So, and I think the Mega can heal for your entire party. Anyway, the reason why we are here is because there's someone we want to talk to. And he's actually laying down right there, so yeah.
Well, as I live and breathe, if it isn't Pinocchio.
Oh, hi, Jiminy.
What in the world are you doing down here?
Playing hide and seek.
I just don't believe it. And here I was, up all night just worried sick about you. Why, of all the... Pinocchio!
Ah, yes, it's our old friend Pinocchio from the movie of the same name. Let's just say that this is kind of a preview of, of events to come, you see, because, technically you don't have to talk to Pinocchio here. I will say that there is a world that will feature Pinocchio, and it's kind of a good idea to come here after you beat Opposite Armor and, have a little chat with him, you see, because, yeah. And now, speaking of the Opposite Armor battle, you may have noticed that the, when you approach a door that leads to another section of a world, there's a, like a title like alleyway and stuff. Well, turns out you can actually kind of leave the opposite armor battle, and you can do so to heal up on items, or heal yourself up, or get more supplies and stuff. But the thing is, though, the opposite armor, if you do return, well, it will be fully healed, so you have to, well, bring its health down, and the thing is, why would you leave? I mean, unless you are really low on health or low on items, but whatever. So, yeah. And we never do find out what that present thing is, because we don't get it, as far as I'm aware. I mean, we just, it just remains in Pinocchio's possession. So, yeah. So yeah, Jiminy's ecstatic that Pinocchio is fine, but Geppetto is missing. Again, this will be brought up at a later point in this playthrough. So, yeah, folks, nothing else to do right now in Traverse Town. Let's board the Gummy Ship and start exploring other aspects of the worlds, you see. I want to go back to some worlds that I've visited earlier and get stuff. So, see you in part 21.